Today I'll do a little demonstration about the meme token template that we have in the Forward Factory Marketplace. So as you can see here, I'm just going through the marketplace and there is the meme token template. On this page, you will be able to see the description of the meme token, some of the features that it has, and some of the functions. If you want to check the full function list, you can expand that at the bottom to see all the functions that are in the smart contract. Next, I will go to deployment, and now it will ask me to add additional descriptions for this template. So as you can see, I've already added my logo there. I've already chosen a application name, which is the fast forward meme. And I've also added a description here. This is the fast forward meme token with a subdomain for deployment, which is at fastforwardmeme.forwardfactory.ai. Next, I'll configure the parameters for the constructor. I have chosen to deploy my meme token template and deploy the smart contract with 1 billion tokens. The name of the smart contract will be the fast forward meme. And then the ticker I've chosen is FFM. If I'm happy with all of that, I will go to the next step, which will take me to the no code drag and drop builder. As I can see, front end has already been created here. So I will just go ahead and make some edits to this front end to show you how easy it is and just how to add some basic images and change colors. So first I will take the image component, drag and drop it. Next, I will need to add the picture. And as I'm clicking through here, I'm just checking for the correct picture and select it. So there, I've added the picture. As you'll see, the size is quite big because that's the picture size, but it's very easy just to actually change the size by just dragging and drop, by just pulling the logo to make it smaller. I'll also add the name here, fast forward, and then I'll also look to change the topography to be centered. I'll just also maybe increase the size of this picture so it fits nicely with the name. And then the next thing I'm planning to do is actually add some decoration, just changing the background here. I have already chosen a gray for the background color. Then I'll just go to each section and actually change the background color to update the full template. So the full template has the gray instead of the white. As you can see, this is almost done here. So it's coming along nicely with just basically changing the background and actually adding a picture. As you see there, everything is changed now nicely. So next step would be to go to the preview. So here I would preview what I have inserted. I would just make sure that everything is correct as I want. I'm making sure that I have 1 billion tokens, my fast forward meme, and FFM as the ticker. So next I'll go to the actual deployment page where I will select Wallet Connect, which will connect to my MetaMask wallet. As you can see there, I am currently connected to the BNB Smart Chain Testnet. I've got some tokens here and I am ready to deploy. As I click deploy, it will ask my MetaMask to sign and confirm the transactions. As you can see, it's popping up now. Just confirming these transactions. And transactions confirmed. Now I'm just waiting for the deployment of the smart contract and the front end. Let's just give this a moment or two. And there our contract is deployed. And that is how quick and easy it is to customize, to choose a template in the marketplace, customize it, and deploy it to any chain. You can add a rating here as well. For now, I will not add a rating, and then we will move forward to the My Applications page where I can actually select the admin panel or use the front end. We have deployed our meme token template. We would like to import the token into our MetaMask to actually view how many tokens we have. So to do this, we would go to our MetaMask extension, open that. You'll see underneath the activity tab the contract that you have just deployed. I will click on that and it will show me some more details. I will then go to view on blockchain explorer. So yeah, I can see on the Binance Smart scanner, I can see the transaction and the contract address that is created. As you can see, it's that address. I will just go in there. As you can see there, it's the fast forward meme, FFM, the deployment time, who created it. And next, I will then actually copy the contract address. I will go to MetaMask, go to tokens, then import token. I will paste that address. Sorry, I'll paste that address where you can see it automatically fetches the token symbol and the decimal. I'll then go next and you will see that the 1 billion tokens have been imported into my MetaMask account. So all the tokens are sitting here. Next to do is to create value by adding liquidity to a liquidity pool such as PancakeSwap, or imported our token to MetaMask. Our next step would be to actually create value for this meme token and add it to a DEX such as PancakeSwap. So just to go back and actually get the contract address of the deployed meme token, we'll go in MetaMask, view this asset click on the view this asset in the Explorer. So there we will see our full asset, the max total supply, holders, and total transfers at the moment for this token. I'm just here to actually get the contract address again, because now to provide liquidity, I would come to PancakeSwap and go to the trade tab or drop down and then go to add liquidity. But actually, before that, we first need to add our token to PancakeSwap. To add your token, you can go to manage tokens, click on the tokens, and then paste in the address, very similar to what you did with MetaMask, because now you're importing the fast forward token into PancakeSwap. As you can see, they're just asking me to verify and that I understand. I will import that token. As we see there, the token pops up already and the balance that I have in my wallet. So the next step would be to actually add liquidity for this token, because I cannot trade it at the moment without having a liquidity pool. So if we go to liquidity, I will go to add liquidity, and then just to set this up to add liquidity to version 2 of the liquidity pools I've selected. Then next, I will choose my token pair. I will choose the FFM token, and I will also choose my testnet BNB tokens. As you can see, it has not been created yet. And I will choose my fee tier at the 0.25 as the fee tier. Next, I will actually go and add all of the tokens in here. Then I'll add zero point 0.5 as the testnet token for the liquidity pair. Then I will enable the FFM token so that the contract can actually use it. I will suggest my spending cap. I will set that to 1 billion tokens. I will then go next and approve that the PancakeSwap DEX is allowed to use or interact with my token in the contract. Then the next step will be to actually create and supply the pair. So as you'll see there, that is the amount. I'm adding 1 billion FFM tokens, and I'm adding zero point 0.5 testnet BNB tokens. As you can see, there's the rate to buy one of the FFM tokens, And next, I will actually go and create the pair and supply this liquidity pool. Transaction will pop up, and I will confirm adding the liquidity. As you can see at the top here, the transaction receipt, everything has gone through. There's my receipt. If I go to the address, let me see here. Okay. And now we can see if I go back to PancakeSwap and I go to liquidity, I can see that I have added my TBNB and FFM version 2 liquidity pool. And that's how easy it is to create liquidity and value for your token. As you can see here, here is the transaction for adding liquidity. What I'll do next is actually add the LP token or import the LP token into my MetaMask. So I will copy the LP token address. I would do similar to earlier where I would go and import the tokens, paste the LP address, as you can see there, cake LP token decimal, and there you can see that I've added liquidity from my testnet BNB tokens. I've used all 1 billion FFM tokens to be added to the liquidity pool with zero point 0.5 testnet BNB. And then I've also imported the liquidity, the LP token for this liquidity pool. Now, if I go back to PancakeSwap and I go to the swap section, I am able to swap TBNB and now looking for the FFM token as I added there. And now it is possible to make some swaps and trade my testnet BNB for some FFM token. Next, I'll be showing you a little bit more about how the admin panel works and how the front end of the deployed meme token template looks. Just a quick recap of what we have done so far. So we've gone to the forward marketplace. We've selected the dApp, the meme token template, which we have then customized using the no-code drag and drop builder by adding a logo and changing some colors. We have then deployed that to the testnet, to the Binance testnet. And after that, we have actually imported the FFM token into our MetaMask wallet. We then went to PancakeSwap and provided liquidity and value and created value for the FFM token by adding the FFM token and testnet BNB tokens as a pair to create the liquidity pool. We have also then imported the Cake LP token that we received for the creation of this liquidity pool. Next, I'll be showing a little bit more about the admin panel and the front-end usage. So as you know, the admin panel is for the deployer, and where the deployer and owner of this meme token template can actually come and adjust some settings. So I'll go to the admin panel, and this is the admin panel for the meme token. If I hover over some sections, you'll get some pop-ups to display a little bit more information about that component. We have the token information, which is the name, symbol, decimal, owner, and total balance, as you can see there. The DEX information, which has limited status, and DEX liquidity address with max holding and minimum holding amounts. Then we also have the main rule where you can set the limited status to true or false, corresponding to the liquidity address, the DEX liquidity address that we just created earlier. And then you can also add the max amount that you want a wallet to hold and the minimum amount in the wallet you want to have the owner to be able to hold of this meme token. If you click on this, there's also some drop-down tooltips to explain what each of these areas mean. Then we also have a blacklist section, where you can blacklist a address that you think is being malicious. So you would be able to add the address and then put the status as true or false. And you can also check if a address is blacklisted by entering the address and seeing if it's true or false. And we also have additional settings where you can uh, transfer the ownership of this contract to a new owner, where you would just need to enter the address and then transfer the ownership. Then you also have the potential to actually burn tokens from your meme contract. And then the final addition would be the DEX link, where you would add the liquidity pool you created. That URL you would add into the DEX link, enter that, and then you will be able to buy the token straight from the front end by clicking the buy button. So that's just a little quick explainer about the admin panel. As the deployer of this meme token, the next step would be to actually add the DEX link of where you provided the liquidity. You'll see a little bit of an explanation as well. So what we would do then is we would go to PancakeSwap. We would ensure that the swap is for the testnet BNB token and ensure that we have FFM selected here. Then you'll see the URL changes to the FFM contract address. I will then copy this whole URL, go back to the admin panel, paste the URL there, and enter it to add it to the template and the smart contract so that people can be directed directly to the liquidity page for trading these tokens. So I've just signed the MetaMask transaction to add the DEX link. And let's just see if everything went through. It's still pending, and there it has been confirmed that it has gone through. You can also check the link there. So this link will be directly added to the front end. As you can see here, we're in the front end where we've uh, customized with a no code uh, drag and drop builder. We've added our little icon, we've changed to fast forward, and we've changed the color scheme to gray for the background. There's also a few extra things that you could have done if you wanted to customize it further. It's by adding some information here in the FAQ section, and you could update your socials as well. If we go up, and now we would like to try the buy now button. As I click the buy now button, it will ask me to connect my MetaMask, which I will do. I will connect the MetaMask wallet, and then it would just refreshing. And then if I click it again, it should redirect me directly to the PancakeSwap for testnet BNB and FFM token.